Hello, this is Team 4, and this is our analysis of BreadTalk. BreadTalk was established in 2000 as a bakery selling baked breads and buns that are visually creative and attractive. BreadTalk Group offers dine-in restaurants, retail bakery shops, food atriums, and beverage kiosks. BreadTalk also has a rewards loyalty program and digital rewards mobile app presented there on the right that offers customers to store value and access special discounts and deals on their favorite products. BreadTalk is in 15 international locations with Singapore as its home base and headquarters, with locations in mainland China, Southeast Asia, and recently Europe. It has 9 brand names. An example of those are Toastbox, which serves coffee house and kaya toast, and another being the Icing Room, which is a specialty concept shop that offers DIY cake decorating services. Problems that they are facing is that in 2020, BreadTalk Group experienced stagnation and underperformance mainly in China, and they are currently trying to adapt to trends such as health-conscious food, high-quality and decorative baked goods, and a digital platform. Currently, right now, they're mostly appealing to customers above the age of 30, so how can BreadTalk stay relevant and target young consumers? Presented here is the company vision, mission, and core values for you to take a look at. And now I'm going to be passing it off to Heather.
Thanks, Catherine. The first question was around how BreadTalk can target the younger consumer market. We believe that by identifying the geography for the opportunities, creating differentiators that resonate with the target audience, and leveraging premiumization, which is the attempt to increase brand appeal by emphasizing superior quality, that will separate BreadTalk from its competitors. The target audience is the younger consumer who have disposable income and more choices. This customer segment will continue to grow as the population ages, and that consumer base will continue to represent a higher percentage of the working population. We recognize the preference for higher quality and higher priced bakeries. As for investments, in 2017, BreadTalk invested in rewards programs that included a point system and e-vouchers for the more digitally savvy consumer. BreadTalk must be innovative and recognize the shift in eating habits. AI will assist in spending trends. The next generation does examine ingredients more closely and has a heightened awareness of things like dairy or gluten sensitivities, so that could also be a call out for the BreadTalk chefs. BreadTalk must remain true to its core and its understanding of where it came from and knowing those nostalgic dishes that drive the Singapore markets. Lastly, sustainability is something that is being asked about more frequently. By procuring locally, the carbon footprint will be lessened and it will contribute to the nostalgic menu items, and BreadTalk will be viewed as supporting the local economy by making purchases from local farmers. This should also be in the marketing campaign. BreadTalk has started email campaigns and social media engagements. There should be a dedicated social media team not only to push out positive messaging, but also to track anything being posted about the organization or its competitors. As I mentioned previously, BreadTalk should source locally wherever possible to lessen the carbon footprint, spend money in the local economy, and retain that local flavor. It would be the bakery's version of farm to table that has caught on in other aspects of the culinary world. Stores should not be cookie cutter or a one-size-fits-all around expansion. The research and development teams can research what appeals to the local clientele. BreadTalk has many storefront options, including the bread boutique, stainless steel, the chef's table, or the rustic options. BreadTalk should continue to expand its chef's program to bring on talent to continue to innovate using local products familiar to the customer base. Sustainability is important to BreadTalk. They track landfill contributions, their carbon footprint, and energies used. By having open and honest two-way conversation with employees, BreadTalk is always looking for ways to reduce potentially negative impacts to the environment. In 2018, a Go Green initiative was started where things like light bulb replacements, shifting from styrofoam to paper, and eliminating single-use plastic bag programs were implemented, with differentiators such as global chef contributions, catering the retail stores to specific demographics, highlighting higher-end ingredients, and programs such as Go Local and Go Green. Younger consumers with more disposable income will look into BreadTalk. Brendan?
First thing, when thinking about where to expand, you must think first thing about what factors must be considered when choosing where to expand. The first is the market potential. This includes population size, whatever demand may or may not exist for your particular good or service. In BreadTalk's case, that's obviously their baked goods. Whatever existing infrastructure uh, that country has, which how easy it would be to create supply chains, or if you could take advantage of any existing supply chains, as well as what culture and regulations that country may have. How easy would it be to adapt to the country's culture to the company's culture, as well as what sorts of legal restrictions would exist, and how complex would the laws and regulations be. The first option that I thought that I came up with was Australia, having a fairly high population between 26 and 27 million. They have a very skilled and diverse workforce, as well as a strong economy. The 12th largest globally. I have, as you can see to the right, I have a chart of the Australian GDP in U.S. dollars. Some some issues with Australia though are they have a complex tax system, as well as very complex employment laws compared to places such as Singapore or China, where BreadTalk already operates. Another country I thought up was the U.S. Like Australia, they have a very skilled and diverse workforce. They have a very well developed infrastructure, and the U.S. is known to be a good place for building your brands, as well as networking with many other companies to help build up your supply chains, as well as just build up good relationships with other companies, as well as your own consumer base. There are some issues with the U.S. Obviously, it has a very competitive labor market. Uh, Many small businesses pop up all the time. Some work out, some don't. But you would as have to compete against those small businesses, as well as any existing larger businesses. It also has strong regulations when it comes to labor laws, as well as restrictions on what companies can and cannot do. Next, I'll hand it off to Miranda.
Thank you, Brendan. We chose to focus on two core competencies that BreadTalk can leverage: innovation and giving back, because they were directly aligned with BreadTalk's core values. BreadTalk has demonstrated these competencies in its current practices and will allow them to continue to grow through a new target demographic and geographic markets. Beginning with innovation, BreadTalk has prided itself on having a culture of creative differentiation, in which they introduce new products on a regular basis, attempting to adapt to customer demand. They take the innovation of products a step further by striving to align the new products they introduce with seasonal trends, social events, and festivals. This innovation can be used to attract new customers, as BreadTalk can tailor their products to meet the wants and needs of the expanded customer base. To innovate products to attract younger customers, it is imperative to understand the food trends for that demographic. Gen Z has shown a preference for menu items that are healthy, sustainable, affordable, and readily available on demand. Therefore, to tailor products to the younger market, these qualities should be prioritized in the new products BreadTalk plans to introduce. Some methods to implement these qualities include offering products with clean labels, reduced additives, and healthier alternatives, using locally sourced ingredients, and leveraging digital capabilities to improve the speed of service. BreadTalk also adapts to the markets it serves. Examples include Singapore, where they have products built on local traditions and nostalgic sentiments, and mainland China, where they tailored their storefronts to cater to the cafe preferences of the consumer. Maintaining this in new markets will allow them to attract new clientele. In Australia, the top two considerations in food preference were taste and price. Therefore, we recommend BreadTalk to focus on flavor and cost minimization when tailoring to the Australian market. In the US, some trends predicted for 2024 are increased consumption of snacks, a focus on real ingredients, and an increased use of buckwheat. Therefore, in the US market, the innovative products BreadTalk creates should focus on meeting those shifts in consumption. Furthermore, BreadTalk's emphasis on giving back is clear on their website for the community page, which covers articles about their recent community impact initiatives. On this page, BreadTalk demonstrates that they give back to the youth, ill, elderly, first responders, underprivileged, migrants, and more. These articles include pictures of BreadTalk workers, including senior management, contributing their time to volunteer in the community. Furthermore, BreadTalk's chairman personally demonstrates the importance of giving back through the Art of Giving Back to School initiative, in which he got strong support from the community to bring a $4.5 million creative arts complex to fruition. Giving back not only benefits the community, but the company as well. Gen Z has put a strong emphasis on social responsibility. A company's social impact drives not only where the younger population buys from, but it also influences where they work. Gen Z is looking for companies that truly put an effort into social impact and are not satisfied with companies that only make a donation. Therefore, the emphasis on community impact should help attract the younger generation as customers. Also, community impact helps companies that enter a new market in 5 key ways. These 5 benefits of giving back to the community would result in a greater awareness of the company in the market and will also improve the employees' morale and satisfaction. It is in the best interest of BreadTalk to remain involved on social impact initiatives. Sending it back to Catherine.
In conclusion, BreadTalk needs to target the young consumer through innovation by incorporating more tech-savvy tools, by sourcing clean and healthy ingredients, and from locally grown farms, appealing from fast grab-and-go options or cute cafes with top chefs, and greener choices like sustainable packaging. Countries to expand to are Australia because of the big population and growing economy, and the United States because of its skilled workforce and heavy brand following of unique creative cafes and bakeries. The core competencies are innovation with rotating new products in and focusing on these new countries' needs, such as, for example, the US wanting better real ingredients. And lastly, giving back. Gen Z is more likely to work or shop at a place that they know supports the community as well as the environment. And this concludes our presentation. Thank you.